I have a concern that affects a lot of people. It's, everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be able to, they just go out and get whatever they want. They want to have a nice house, a nice car. They want their family to be, you know, not exactly happy with money. Money doesn't exactly bring happiness, so to speak, total happiness. But want their family to be comfortable. There you go. They want to be able to provide a future for their kids. All that good stuff, right? Everybody wants that. It's all wonderful things that I feel everybody deserves. But the problem is that a lot of people, they say they want it and they don't do it, or they work hard on the wrong things, right? Like I guess like I said, people want something and they don't do it. And like I was saying, that people work hard on the wrong things. What that basically means is that everybody follows this traditional route. They say go to school, get a nice paying job, or get a job and then rank up to get to that good position or whatever. All that stuff is great, but you let the job own you. You don't own the job. Everyone's like, oh yeah, this is my job. No. It's the job you have. It's the job you're doing. It's not necessarily your job, but it's just the job you're doing. The job owns you. And a lot of times as well is that people do start their own businesses. They get on that track, but then the business owes them. They don't. Sure, that does happen. That's actually pretty normal. That does happen. But then they don't. There's no. They took that initial risk of starting a business. It was a lot of money to start it. But then they don't take that. They don't continue taking those risks that you have to take when you start a business. Just continuing growth. It's a risk to keep growing and to keep putting in money in something, especially something that hasn't made you money yet. To keep putting money in it, but that's just how a business works. And again, about that whole thing about just going to school and getting the ducks. Aren't they pretty? Anyways, that whole thing about going to school and working hard in your class, all that kind of stuff, and you want to be that top student. It's all great. It's dandy. Please be that top student. Work hard in school. Do what you got to do. But afterwards, people just get a job and that's it. They stick with it. You got a lot of capital that a lot of people don't really have access to. Usually, like let's say you become let's say you're an engineer of sorts, right? You have all this capital. Usually you get a lot of capital, but then immediately you start a family. You buy a house. You start getting into debt, and everyone gets debt. It's normal, but do you really need to do that? If that's what you want to do, so be it. Do what you want to do. It's your life. But I'm just saying, for the people who want to have a more free life. You may feel like you're free, but you probably aren't in this day and age. You probably aren't. Look forward. When you can retire, do you think you're going to be able to retire? You got to consider all these things. And like I was saying, you have all this capital. If you have that kind of, if you're that kind of person who's blessed, or you worked hard and you got to the spot, you got a great job, you got a lot of capital coming, but you're not utilizing it for the good things. You're using it on what we call RRD. There's rust, rot, and depreciate. Those are all things that just diminish in value, and they don't make you a cent. Buying buying a PlayStation, it diminishes as soon as you open the box. And it does not make you money. Unless you're one of those streamers or something like that, then sure, I guess it would. But sneakers will not make you money. They, as soon as you put them on and you walk, they depreciate. As soon as you put them on, they depreciate, and they continue to depreciate because they wear out. Doesn't make you a cent, which is sad. A lot of people do that. But of course, buy your little things that you want, all that kind of stuff. Do what you want to do. I'm not saying you can't buy anything anymore. You can't buy RRD anymore. It's normal. Everyone buys buys ROD. I still buy ROD from time to time because I want, you know, some entertainment or something like that, whatever. Or I just, you know, I feel like I want a new pair of shoes, you know, or something like that. It's normal. But I don't constantly throw my money at that stuff. You know, I'll buy those things every now and then, you know. It's nice to have them, especially usually whenever I buy stuff like that, I try to get things that like I know I will use for a long time, so it's not a complete waste, you know. And if it gives me good entertainment value as well, then it's not a waste at all. But you know, I invest my money in things that will make more money, and that's just what it is. It's really not that difficult. You know, you have instead of buying that second car you don't need, if you're that kind of person, you have that kind of money, instead of buying that second car, buy a house, rent it out, or flip it, you know. Real estate is pretty good right now. Real estate's pretty big right now. So, you know, the whole point of this is make your money work for you and stop working for your money. There's a lot of things you can do. It's not that difficult. I guess, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and, you know, good luck out there.